Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
Okay, Larry. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one taken from the 7. Get a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's Jeff Locke now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6". First and 10. Harrell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And out now come the Eagles. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 71 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And that touchdown was his first of the year, and you know he's eager to get more of those. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play calling, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 2nd and goal from the 7. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw again. Harrell. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 6-0 is our score, and we're back to Philadelphia after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On 1st down, Harrell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Harrell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Encroachment of defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Throwing on 1st down. Harrell. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
On third down, Harrell. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. First and 10. Harrell into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And an alley to run. There goes Thomas Rawls. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And to give this time to the tailback. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that. because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Harrell. And he comes back with 1 complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Here we go now.
On first down, Harrell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Harrell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down. Harrell. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down. Harrell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Operating from the gun. Harrell. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And it's up and good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And we move our focus to Thomas Rawls. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
In all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Eagles are not moving the ball through the air for a second straight week. The Seahawks have done enough on that end to disrupt the flow, and that's played into it as well. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now they've got it at the 44-yard line. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Eagles defense forces the turnover. Offense on the field now after the INT. The catch is made in double coverage, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. The Eagles go up by 6. Now 1st and 10. Harold's under pressure and will throw the pick. Johnson's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Seahawks take over late in the second. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 7-yard line. Staying late in the half. The pass will be caught over the middle. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score.
All right, thank you, Larry. Plenty of intrigue to come. A 1-point game as we get set for half 2.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short game.
Again, it's Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Harold. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
But dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, you plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Let's go!
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Complete over the middle to Hardy. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball. Met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive. Harrell. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to throw. Harrell. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school as I was begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
All right, now look at 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Now let's go. 3-19.
20th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, and it's his 3rd missed field goal of the game, much to the displeasure of this home crowd, some of whom are heading for the turnstiles.
And unfortunately for him, he'll be a hot topic of discussion on talk radio in the week ahead. But I think this goes beyond him. This has really not been the greatest of performances from the top to the bottom.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
Here we go now.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he fields it cleanly. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait the 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
From the gun, Harrell. And this is going to be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Green.
And he fires one incomplete. Yards still left on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 45 yards. They'll look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, the 40. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Again with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. from Philadelphia. Good night, everybody.